But getting back to Gujarat, we have Japan Pathak, who is a senior journalist who covers Gujarat, joining in now. And in a bit, we'll get more guests as well. We have DP Satish from Network 18 too joining in. But Japan, first to you, how is the situation on the ground in Gujarat now?
Well, I myself cast my vote today morning between 7 to 8, and there were long queues because people want to evade this heat, which will be felt after noon. So in the morning, there were a lot of people at polling booths, senior citizens and others. The situation this time, this Kshatriya agitation made this election little bit interesting. Otherwise, you know that in 2014 there was 59.05% votes for BJP. In 2019 there were 63.08% votes for BJP. So very high voting for BJP. If you go to other data points, local election, by polls, assembly polls, BJP has made clean sweep, and all in the name of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So if even local election, assembly elections are won in the name of Narendra Modi, when Narendra Modi is not candidate even, this is a Lok Sabha election where people can vote for Prime Minister Modi. And I think BJP is in comfortable situation. But this Kshatriya agitation made this election bit interesting. BJP is hoping that Kshatriya agitation will cut a little bit winning margin, but it will not cut the number of seats they aspire to win. So let us see what comes out in the result.
Gentlemen, good morning. Prashant here. Satish, if I can come to you, just a quick word on the seats where polling is taking place in Karnataka, which way, who's got the upper hand, and a slightly bigger, sort of broader question. In many of the sort of northern states, Hindi heartland states, the question has been, the BJP and the NDA have already done so well. So can they expand the lead? Is it possible, or is it, will they give up some from the last time, 2019? And if that were the case, where will they be able to make sort of increase their count? And of course, one looks at the south in that sense. This is the third phase. If you can give us an overall sense as well, if that, that thinking is correct, and how is that thinking evolving really? Because it will evolve as the election goes on. Go on, Satish.
Good morning, Prashant. Because 14 remaining seats in Karnataka are voting today. They are in central Karnataka and northern Karnataka. It is predominantly a rural area, unlike the South Karnataka, which has already voted on 26th. And if I come back to your question, BJP can't win more seats because it has already won all the 14 seats in this phase. Because BJP literally swept central Karnataka, North Karnataka in 2019. BJP will have to defend each and every seat this time. Even if the Congress wins 1 or 2 seats or even maybe more, it will be a huge gain for the party. So it will be a huge loss for the BJP. Last time BJP won 25 out of 28 seats in Karnataka. So it's impossible to win more than 25 seats once again. So it's not going to be so easy for them anywhere in Karnataka. These seats in central Karnataka and northern Karnataka are witnessing a fierce contest this time because the ruling Congress party has campaigned aggressively and they have localized the election. Karnataka Congress is fighting election on local issues, and they are banking on the 5 guarantees targeting women voters. 2,000 rupees per month, free electricity, free bus ride, 10 kilo free rice, all these things are targeting women. And yesterday, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has written a letter addressing the women voters of Karnataka, asking them to vote Congress, not to vote BJP. This Prajwal Revanna sexual abuse case, that scandal or whatever you call it, it has now become a very big issue in the state. I don't know if it is going to affect the voting in today's space, but certainly it's a very big issue and it's a talking point across the state. BJP has to defend all its states, and BJP is banking on the Lingayat vote bank because in all the 14 assembly constituencies except Uttara Kannada, Lingayats are a dominant force and they are economically and politically the most powerful community in the state. But Congress has also fielded 5 Lingayat candidates. They have given ticket to the daughters, sons, son-in-law, then wives of top Congress leaders, ministers and all. They are also fighting this election quite well. And Congress is fighting this election on cost, sub-cost, local issues and guarantees. At the same time, BJP is depending on Prime Minister Modi's personal charisma and also the Lingayat factor.
Okay. No, absolutely. But beyond Karnataka, Satish, can you give us a sense of, whether that narrative, that argument that maybe, some of the, I mean, if they sort of give up some of the seats, as you said, in Karnataka as well, I mean, 25 out of 28 last time, so can they really increase it? Not so easy. So just an overall sense from the south, what can we expect?
See, as you know, voting is already over in Tamil Nadu, which has 39 seats, and
Yeah.
Pondicherry Union Territory has 1 seat. Kerala has 20 seats. Voting is already over in these parts.
Correct.
But Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, they're yet to vote. Telangana has 17 seats, and Andhra Pradesh has 25 parliamentary seats. BJP never secured deposit in Andhra Pradesh in the past, but this time BJP has tied up with TDP and also film star Pawan Kalyan's Janasena. And BJP is likely to make some gains in Andhra Pradesh because of the alliance. And Telangana BJP is fighting quite well because the BRS or Bharat Rashtra Samiti, which has lost the last assembly election, seems to have collapsed in Telangana. And BJP is in direct fight with Congress in most of the seats in Telangana, where they won 4 seats last time. They may increase their tally by a few more seats. And any seat BJP wins from Andhra Pradesh will be a gain for BJP, because in the 2019, BJP didn't win a single seat in Andhra Pradesh and lost deposit in every assembly seat and every parliamentary seat in Andhra Pradesh. This time, because of the alliance with Chandrababu Naidu and Pawan Kalyan's Janasena, BJP might win a few seats from Andhra Pradesh and might increase its tally in Telangana, but highly unlikely to increase its tally in Karnataka. And Tamil Nadu and Kerala have already voted, so no point in discussing Tamil Nadu and Kerala now.
Let me flip that question around for Mr. Pathak. Mr. Pathak, we were talking about what can happen out of the south, but I mean, if you have your eye on sort of what's not just happening in Gujarat, but in the sort of northern states as well, UP, etc. I mean, actually, even why not include Maharashtra, since there also the polling is happening there as well. What is your sense? The narrative will keep shifting. Who's got the upper hand, and is the win for the NDA and the BJP going to be as thumping as what one thought it would be, as the polls etc. showed before the polling started in the first phase, and that will sort of keep going through its ebb and flow. But your own sense, Mr. Pathak, on whether does it look as clear cut as what one thought and as the polls showed before the start of the first phase?
Well, elections are never clear-cut before you can get result or you can get the exit poll discussions. So it will remain unclear till you get your exit poll shows in June. What I get sense is, if Congress or the opposition is able to localize the election, like the gentleman from Karnataka said, that the election is localized there. So if Congress and opposition can localize the election, they can get gain. But the Prime Minister Narendra Modi's factor, this presidential kind of election, like in UP, you say for last many elections, you mentioned UP, for last many next assembly elections, you can say there are great caste cleavages in UP, and we believe it's more than any other state, UP and Bihar. But you get clear-cut result there, a clear majority to BJP, not once, not twice, but thrice. So that happens because the election is centralized. They want to vote for Modi, they want to vote for Yogi. So it's like in other states, even in Gujarat, Congress is trying to make this election quite localized on caste cleavages, candidate to candidate basis, local issues. But when Narendra Modi's round comes, Narendra Modi here addressed 6 rallies, then the election gets centralized. He reminds the people the purpose of voting, and it becomes like a presidential election. In Gujarat, we have seen this even in local elections, even in assembly elections, even in by-polls. Narendra Modi, Narendra Modi, Narendra Modi. When they put Narendra Modi's face before the voters, then large number of voters vote for BJP. So I believe localized election, opposition will benefit. And centralized election, presidential election, Narendra Modi's discourse all over, BJP will benefit. And if I tell about Gujarat, before every election, these caste cleavages emerge and these local issues emerge, candidate to candidate fights emerge, and we at times get confused that whether this election is local or centralized. But when the result comes out, it shows that the election was centralized and presidential kind. People vote for Modi, people vote for BJP and local issues were neutralized. So let us see what happens in this election.
Okay, and that we'll only find out once we get the results, right, in the early first week of June. But good points there, Mr. Pathak. Satish, great to speak with you as well. Thank you both for joining us here on this edition of Bazaar for a quick take on what the lay of the land is like as far as politics is concerned. By the way, the market